Dylan Cease off to a terrific start for the Pale Hose, and he joins us on the Monday Spread. Dylan, thanks for the time. So only 28 punch-outs in the last 3 starts. What's wrong? You okay? Everything okay? You feeling strong?
Yeah, we're just warming up. It's it's a little cold out, so no, we're feeling good. We're feeling good. Thanks for having me.
I gotcha. Actually, I wanted to ask you about that. I'm glad you brought that up because, a lot of fans think that the cold temps that you guys have played in, a number of teams have played in the Midwest, always favor pitchers. Do you, as a pitcher, feel the same way?
It's hard to say because, I think it affects both of us negatively, but I don't know. I think there probably is a little bit less power output when it's cold out, so technically it probably favors us, but it's harder to grip the ball. It's definitely our velos are down a little bit, so I don't know if any side really wins when it's cold out.
I gotcha. Let's talk a little bit about the power part of your game because it's so much fun watching like a non-superhero sized guy generate the kind of power that you do in your game. And I know that you take your training really seriously. Specifically, you wear that core velocity belt as a training tool that you and Ethan have worked with a lot. What is that, and how would that help a kid that's watching our show today?
Yeah, so Ethan got me on that in like 2020 spring training. Basically it tries to pull you open, so you have to fight it to go down the mound. So it kind of just teaches your body how to move properly. So anybody looking to clean up their mechanics should definitely try one out.
Got it. And it seems to work. I know that Ethan he's kind of been a champion of that for a while. Here's another thing I want to run past you. Among the greatest improvements that you've made in your game, controlling the running game, you've got down to a science. Talk about what you've done with Ethan Katz in that regard and how you've been able to completely stop opponents' stolen bases.
Yeah, that was something that he wanted me to work on, especially with my time to the plate. We kind of set a goal of like 1.3 or lower. So really, that was just kind of a conscious effort of being a little bit quicker to the plate, and then mixing up timing, mixing up holds, and then I think the biggest thing is just trying not to let guys on base. So just a combination of all that, I think, has been what's working.
For fans that don't know, and to get into your bio a little bit, you come from a baseball family. Your mom played professional baseball. You had an uncle that played professional baseball. Tell us about how deep those lines go with you.
Yeah, my grandma played back in the movie A League of Their Own. It was she played in like one of those leagues way back in the day, and then I think she was a catcher actually. And then my uncle, Uncle Mo, he played in the 80s, I want to say, the minor leagues with the Washington Senators. So. He was a power hitting first baseman, so I don't know where the pitching came from, but it definitely runs in the family.
When they played baseball, and it's unlikely that when your grandma played that meditation was a practice for athletes, and you're a fan of that stuff. You're a devotee of that kind of thing. Where'd you become enlightened for that, and how does it help you?
Yeah. So I was introduced to it when I was with the Cubs, actually. They had a mental strength program, and they were talking about it. And that's back when I was like 19 or 20. So I listened to it. I didn't take it crazy serious. And then I stumbled across a yogi named Sadhguru. And I started reading some of his books and watching some of his YouTube. And it kind of just intrigued me. So I decided to kind of take a deeper look into it from watching him and hearing him talking about it.
Man, that photo, dude, you're a different looking cat without the stash. Is the stash staying with you all year?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'd probably look like I was about 20 years old without it, so it's nice.
That was the young guy who had to go pick up all the Starbucks back in 2019. I think we've got a Twitter image of that. Have you been able to return the favor and send somebody out for your Starbucks since then?
No, not yet. I'm still. I don't think I've quite gotten over that young guy plateau yet, but maybe in the next couple of years.
Hey, give us what to look for Kopech tonight. He's a lot of fun to watch. What kind of night do you see for him against the Guardians?
Yeah, I think he's going to keep it rolling. Obviously, you're going to see a power fastball. He's got one of the most explosive fastballs I've ever seen. So a lot of fastballs, off speed for strikes, good sliders, a lot of nastiness.
Coming from a guy that's got a pretty explosive heater himself. Dylan, we appreciate the visit, man. Yep. Congrats on a terrific start to the season. A lot of people really happy to see your success. Way to go.